Hey, how you doing, guys? For this week, of course, my first video of the week of, or excuse me, the month of November. Actually had a viewer, pretty good viewer comment, and this comes from BX Latina 35. Is this brand worth purchasing? And this response to my Roku TV TCL 32-inch HD TV. Is this brand worth purchasing? I seen in comments under other reviews that the TV went out on them, didn't last long. They said don't waste your money. So we're actually going to talk about that now. And now, this is actually researching this on a couple of different websites, but if you look on Amazon, it's actually very highly rated. And in this case, mostly, I think 68%, 4 stars. I can't see the exact percentage. It's too small for my eyes. And looking at that, I tend to not trust reviews from the public. Usually, I prefer more professional reviewers that are been doing it for a while, and or something like Consumer Reports, and then I get my sources from more than one source. And but the general public tends to, if they're excited about a product, they tend to post a review right away and tend to rate very high right away without even going through every part of the television. And often, if there's one flaw, they'll minor flaw, they may even give it 1 star. As you can see, that's not usually the best way of doing things. Now, what the reason I believe Amazon rated it so highly is because I believe that they think that for the price, you're getting a lot of television. And initially, HD TVs were very expensive when they came out. Of course, now, especially with this TCL brand, for instance, that example I shown you on the Amazon, that was a 49-inch for $339, which is really a lot of television for the money. Now, of course, there's other things that come into play as well, as far as the quality and features and all that. You need to think into the price as well. Now, for my own television, it was a 32-inch HD TV. It was just 720p, which is HD format, which came out at about $138, which was a pretty good price for me. Now, you got to think as well, even with the most expensive and high cost television, occasionally there's a few clunkers that, and it could be quality control, it could be a lot of other things. And obviously, those companies, or most companies, want to keep the ones that turn out bad, I guess you could say, as low as possible, the number that go out to the consumer. And even there might even be cases where open a brand new package, plug it in, and it doesn't work, for instance. Now, that's probably very rare. So that's why when you do research on televisions, especially one that's mid to lower price, or even high price for that matter, check the return policy. Check the reviews on customer service. Now, even I believe with TCL, I think the customer service wasn't nearly as good as some of the other brands. So you might want to factor that into the cost of the television as well. And in considering the quality, my own television, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's not the best quality picture for the price. In a few instances, for instance, if the TV show or movie is being shot in the dark, it's a dark night scene outside, the blacks definitely has some problem. It's very pixelated, and it's not black enough. Some areas are black, some are light colored, so there obviously is a problem with that. But that's kind of not the reason I bought it. It's actually the Roku interface, which is the best interface for streaming television I've ever seen, compared it to many others. It's all the apps. There's thousands of apps available. It's updated on a regular, even daily basis. So those things are more important to me. The user experience interface, more so than picture quality. Maybe not be the best picture quality in the world, Obviously, is high picture quality is more important. You might want to look at a higher priced television or something like that, or even be more choosy and picky, or even go to a television store where you can see it in face to face in person to test it out. Now, keep in mind the Roku TV interface is tends to be found on the mid-price to lower-price televisions. It's really hard to find it on a high-quality brand name like Sony or others. They tend to use their own proprietary interface, which, in my opinion, rather sucks. And I've tried quite a few of them, and I believe Roku interface is far superior, even that of something like Apple TV. Believe it or not, I prefer it much more. So keep those things in mind, and I wanted to thank BX Latina 35 for her question. Awesome question. Until then, see you guys later, and have a good rest of your week.